Okay, I'm making Sugee cake again, and this time will be better. So in here I have 250 grams of butter and 180 grams of sugar. So all you need to do is beat this up until it's light and fluffy first. Okay, the butter and the sugar has dissolved and it's all nice and fluffy now. So now's the time you can add in your almond flour, which is 120 grams. Okay, almond flour 120 grams, and then semolina flour, which is 120 grams, and plain flour 50 grams. So add all this in. And just mix gently to get everything incorporated. Okay, after this you can add in some vanilla extract, probably about 1 teaspoon to 1.5 teaspoon. That will be sufficient, and mix that well. After you've done that, leave this batter aside for at least 2 to 3 hours for the semolina to absorb the butter liquid and to plump up. Then you can go on to the next step. Okay, the batter has been sitting here for about 3.5 hours. So the semolina has soaked well. So now here I have 6 egg yolks. Okay, so all you need to do is to mix them well into this batter. Just add in a little at a time, okay, and slowly mix it together. You can use the machine if you want, but it's not necessary. Just mix this in. Once one is totally mixed in, then add in more as you go along till everything is done. Alright? Okay, so now fix your whisk attachment on. This is 3 egg whites. Okay, so you're going to whisk this until it comes to soft peaks. Okay, once you have soft peaks, then you can add it into the batter. Right? Okay, I think that should do it. Okay, yep, we got peaks. So now all you need to do is mix this into the batter. So just add in by batches how much you need. And just fold this in. Okay, keep doing this until all the egg whites have been folded in. All right. Okay, so just get a lined baking tin after you have mixed all the egg whites in. Then just dump it into the batter, into the pan. So just get into your pan and then bake it in the oven at 160 degrees for 1 hour. Okay, this has finished baking for 1 hour and 160 degrees. So I'm going to let it cool down before carrying on with marzipan and royal icing. Okay, now that the cake has been done, we'll prepare the royal icing. So you will use these egg whites. So you will use maybe 1.5 egg white. That will be sufficient. So half this amount should be alright. This is 3 egg whites. Okay. So all you need to do is whip this. As you're whipping this, you have to add icing sugar. So I'm also adding a little bit of lime juice, okay, to give it some flavor. Just a dash, maybe a quarter teaspoon, that is sufficient. Okay, it gives a nice flavor to the royal icing. Okay, so just whip this up. So now that it's bubbling up a little, as you can see, you can start adding your icing sugar. Just add 1 to 2 tablespoons first, and as it gets thicker, you can taste it and see whether it's enough sugar for you. The amount of sugar and sweetness, it depends on the individual, okay? Okay, once you see it's white like this and it reaches soft peaks, it's ready. I've added a total of about 4 tablespoons of icing sugar to 1.5 egg whites with a dash of lime juice. Okay, and so now you can use it to ice the cake. Okay, I rolled out the marzipan and laid it onto the cake. See, just a nice layer. And then now to put the royal icing on it. Okay, I'm going to put the royal icing, and I'm bad at this, but here goes nothing. So as they say, always put in the center first and then work your way out. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, this was the best that I can do. So this is how you make the Sugee cake with everything. Now can voila, can check it. Bye everyone.